All right, so I've got 4 racks of St. Louis cut ribs, and I'm going to take the membrane off. I already pulled it up a little here by just sticking a butter knife underneath it. If you grab it with a paper towel, it's much easier to pull off, and usually you can get it in one big sheet. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim these ribs up. You can see on this side here how they have this extra little piece. I'm going to trim that off. Also on these that have a little extra skin here, I'll trim this up. These all look actually pretty good. On this one, I'll trim some of this fat off here, just get it out of the way. And on these that have these very, very small ribs at the end, I'll cut a couple of them off just to make everything kind of uniform. All right, I got the ribs trimmed up, and you see I saved the extras over there because good Cajun never throws anything away. We'll use this for whatever, make a stock, throw it in some soup, some beans, something like that. It's good pork. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a good oil, whatever you choose. Since we're cooking low and slow, I'm just gonna use a good olive oil, and I'm gonna coat these ribs liberally, both sides with olive. All right, now on the seasonings, I exclusively use Daigles seasonings and sauces. So we're gonna sprinkle Daigles liberally over all 4 ribs. We'll make sure we do the front, back, get it everywhere. All right, I got them all seasoned up, and then because they're going on a pit barrel cooker, I had to put the hangers in there. So you go 2 ribs down in the thickest end of the rib and put the hangers in it. So the next thing we'll see is them being put on the pit barrel cooker. All right, I got my pit barrel cooker all set up, and the charcoal's been going for a little while. I like to wait until my charcoal's almost all grayed over before I put my meat on. I'm also going to throw a couple of probably applewood or pecan wood chips or chunks in there. All right, the cooker's ready. See all the charcoal's all grayed over nicely. And here we have our meat. All we got to do is hang this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add about 6 of these applewood chunks. Just kind of stick them around in here. Good little smoke flavor. Close enough. And now I'm going to go ahead and hang those ribs. 2 on one side. 2 on the opposite side. All right, I rehooked that one so that it's a little bit off the fire. All right, so the ribs have been on for only about 10 minutes now, and we got some good smoke rolling. It's not a crazy amount. It's not pushing it out real hard. It's just a good smoke. Since I put about 5 or 6 chips in there, you'll get a good amount of applewood smoke on those ribs before they get too hot to take on any more of that flavor. All right, ribs just came off the pit barrel cooker. They've been on for about 2.5 hours, and I'm gonna sauce them, and then I'm gonna put it back on for a little while. The sauce that I'm using is a mixture. I mix these 2 together. All right, so to sauce the ribs, I just add a little bit of the first one, and add a little bit of the second sauce. And then I'll put it back on the pit barrel cooker for about 20 minutes just to set that sauce. All right, so this is the finished product. Go ahead and cut into a couple of them here. Perfectly cooked. Very nicely done, very, very moist. Very good. All right, guys, so take a break. Tell me how the ribs are. Man, it must be good.